professional, you could always find some hints there.
Mr. Gaskin, what is your category of, what's your specific area, and how did you get started in painting?
Oh, I just go back for when I was a kid.
You're still a young kid.
Oh, no. 53 years old,
You're
kid.
a baby, you're a baby.
If you call that a baby, okay.
You had a handicap, didn't you, when you were a child? Let you into it?
Mm-hmm.
That was?
Enable me to speak. I can project myself like I'm doing now.
Not at all?
Not at all.
So you chose
It's called
art?
from a fall. When I was a baby, I fell from a three-story building, and it cut off my speech completely until I was about 12 years before I could really pronounce or articulate anything.
Well, you certainly have
And
contributed a great deal.
thank you. So during the time of that, I reside in the corner and just begin to do cartooning and drawing all the time, because I was lack of this projection that I needed so badly. And as I go on into life, I noticed that I really couldn't be like other kids, you know. I could draw, but I couldn't express myself. So I turned to the art of magic, and I used to practice magic, and this would force me to get out in the public. And just by doing this, I forced myself to be, you know, projected.
You've made a lot of magic with art.
Oh, well.
That is Mr. Franco Gaskin. Alongside Mr. Gaskin is Mr. Ken-Do Black. Are you familiar with Franco's work, Ken-Do?
Oh, yes, we are.
What is your area of creativity, and where have you shown your work,
Well,
Ken-Do?
I have an art gallery on 120th Street
Oh,
called the Uptown Gallery Studios. And, well, we're all in Harlem trying to rebuild the communities, trying to just beautify and do whatever we can.
Franco, the difficulty of getting acknowledged and getting to be known by collectors and galleries, I mean, is it a difficulty? Is there enough government funding or private foundations that help young, no?
Well, not that I know of. I'm still struggling to make a living, a proper, good living. Right now I'm working every day, 18 hours a day.
With all your publicity, still struggling?
Well, but listen, for what I'm trying to do, you have to struggle. I'm trying to have the largest gallery in the world.
Where is it now?
And that's 125th Street, from Park Avenue to all the way down to where? To.
So he's taking the pictures out of the gallery, though.
See, what happened is this. I have some of the pictures there, you can see. Now, those are painted in steel gates. You know, the riot gates that the
security gates?
The security gates.
That was your initial claim to fame. You got worldwide coverage on that.
Exactly.
Up in Harlem.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
So I had to find a space in life, and that, I think I found my space, but now it's the money is what I'm after now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Because I put a lot of work into it, and...
Well, without some recognition financially, it's difficult for you to go on and cover new fields.
Exactly.
These people do incredible work. I'm chatting here with the Franco Gaskin and Ken-Do Black, and we've got some samples over here.
Yes.
No,
Ken-Do Black.
Lena Horne. Who did Lena Horne?
No, those is his work.
You know that Lena Horne and Frank Sinatra are the two biggest sex symbols in this country today?
God.
And they're both in their mid-60s? So it's got to prove something. I don't know what it proves. That is the work of Mr. Ken-Do Black. Are all three of these Ken-Dos?
Yes.
And what's the one alongside Lena Horne? And
that's Stevie Wonder. It was done in commemoration of the march that he initiated in January. The one next to that one is Bob Marley. As you know, Bob recently died, and that was in memory of him.
What's he doing, playing the grass?
Yes, you might say.
It's incredible. I want to hear more about Franco Gaskin.
Yes, before I were painting in steel gates, this is some of my better work. It's more serious art, I call that. That's the picture of the Moor.
That's on flat canvas.
That is in flat canvas.
Could you tell us the difference between the work, the problems, let's say, in working with the flat canvas versus the steel, which goes in and out?
Well, it's much difficult because there's so many different types of gates. I never realized there were so many types of gate that I was encountered with them, and you have to have special brushes, special technique, and Number one, you have to lay out your work properly.
Why do I feel
you
so
can
left
work
out?
easy.
Why do I feel so
You should have
left?
taken those lessons with me,
Why do
Joe.
I feel so left out of the art scene, gentlemen? I've said before, I
Well,
can do
I
a few
say-
things. I can turn on the radio, I can turn on the phonograph. But as an artist, as a spectator, I have no confidence. Uncomplicate this for me a little bit. Get me more involved as a spectator or as a painter, maybe.
Well, first of all, you have to want to learn to paint.
Right?
If you don't want to learn, everything becomes difficult.
Right.
Even to wash the brush out is very important.
To wash out the brush.
It's very important because sometimes you're trying to get a color and you pick up another color. If the brush is not properly clean, you're in trouble. Secondly, you have to learn your lines, perspective, and everything, and have a full view of what you're trying to do before. And last but not least, you just approach it. Just try it.
Kendo, I want to learn more about art, either how to appreciate it or how to do it.
My approach to art is slightly different. I'm self-taught. And I kind of feel, or try to feel whatever subject it is I'm drawing. Primarily, I'm a portrait painter. But my lifetime goal is to attempt to recreate on canvas some of the faces, some of the,
What are we seeing here, Franco?
This is Modern Child in velvet. So about 10 years ago, I created a market for myself, I must say, because I've been into many galleries, and all I could see is white paintings,
Right.
European art. There's nothing wrong with that, but there was nothing for the black people could say, well, this could be part of me. So 10 years ago, I set out to do this type of work.
I'm coming to your gallery every day and every night, and I'm
But
going to go
don't
and...
say that, and you don't show up, I'm going to hold you to
I'm
that.
going to go in Connie's,
In front of 60 million people.
got a nice car?